Peace Reflections. Before we start, if you've been feeling called to go deeper, I'm now offering one-on-one spiritual alignment calls, 60-minute sessions, to help you realign and find clarity. Message me on my Instagram at HumbleAli2times to book your spot.
Alright, y'all, man. It's your boy HumbleAli2times. You feel me? Back in that video, man. For me, follow the Instagram at HumbleAli2times. Now, look, as this time, I'm talking about how to increase your aura. Now, look, for today's video, I want to give a huge shout out to the Most High in general for everything. I'm also giving a huge shout out to myself as well for wanting to receive the good information and give out this good information as well. I'm also giving a huge shout out to everyone and to y'all. Y'all literally take energy out of y'all's day to come rock with me, show love, support. You feel me? I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all so much more than love, always deeply. I'm also sending good positive energy, good positive protection, and good positive feeling towards everyone always deeply. If you want to buy my ebook, you can. It's $10.90. Link is going to be in the description and in the comments down below. Excuse me. Also, I'm sending good positive energy, good positive protection, and good positive feeling, and good positive energy towards everyone always deeply. Let's go ahead and get ready to get to the video. How to increase your aura, right? So, when it comes to increasing your aura, how do you increase your aura, right? I think I might have made a video a while ago talking about aura, but if I did, it's all good. So look, right, respectfully. So how to increase your aura. Aura is a real thing. Do not let TikTok fool you. You know what I'm saying? It kind of can sound corny in a way now because but aura is the actual thing. Your aura is a part of your energy. Your aura is inside of you internally and is also on the outside of you as well. And with your aura can change colors depending on your vibration. In other words, depending on your mood, right? So with your aura, right, how do you increase your aura? I'm going to give you one of the main ways how to increase your aura. Doing this. You start being quiet more and you start doing more listening, your aura is naturally going to increase. People are going to respect you more. People are going to look and turn when you say something because it holds meaning. It holds strength. It holds value because you're not one to just chit-chat and just talk about anything. You talk when it means something. You talk when it matters. You're not just blibbering at the mouth. You're actually talking and speaking when it makes sense to actually talk and speak. You're not overly talking, in other words, right? So people find this very interesting and people get very amused by people who speak when they're supposed to speak. It's a difference between speaking when you're supposed to speak and just speaking because this is what you want to do. Right now, I'm not sitting here telling y'all a disclaimer. I'm not telling y'all in this video to not be yourself. No, you should always be yourself. But what I'm saying is I'm giving you suggestions on how to increase your aura, right? Another thing too to increase your aura, right? Literally just talking about this. Being yourself. When you are being yourself, your aura is people are naturally gonna attract to you because you are being your true self. So when you are showing more of your true self, guess what? You're gonna attract true and real people for you. You see what I'm saying? Right? A lot of times we'll be trying to figure out, dang, why I keep attracting all these fake people around me? But when you go out in public, you putting on this fake mask. You putting on a mask and you acting like something that you're really not. You see what I'm saying? So when you truly being yourself, you already being yourself, but when you start being yourself more, when you start getting more comfortable being yourself, you will start to attract, if you haven't already, you start to attract people that are actually meant to be around you for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? It's possible you can if you haven't already. And you might start to attract people that are meant for you. How are you going to attract the people that are meant for you if you're not truly, if you're trying to hide from being yourself? You see what I'm saying? Another thing too to increase your aura. All of these connect. You want to increase your aura, bro? Be calm. Be calm. You ever notice some of the coldest anime characters or like your favorite celebrity or whatever? Do you notice a lot of people who are, very successful? Do you notice something? A lot of them are they're very calm individuals, right? Somebody might be trying to argue with them. They're still just staying calm. Might even do a little smile, like a little smile or whatever, right? When you're being calm, your aura naturally increases. When you're being calm, you're naturally going to be more focused. In other words, you're naturally going to be more aware. I'm not no fighter, but what I do know is if you're in a fight, you're supposed to be calm. Because if you're not calm, you might throw a wild punch and hit the wall instead of hitting the person. Now your guard down, right? Now your guard down or whatever. Let's say your guard's down now. You done hit the wall, messed your hand up, your guard's down, and you just got hit in the face. And this came from not being calm. You know what I'm saying? Being calm is very important. You know how many people have stopped fights and arguments and stuff because they was just being calm? Now, let's be realistic. I'm not saying being calm is going to help you get out of every single situation. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that, you know, you could be calm as day, you could be calm all day, and the person still might want to fight you. They might put their hands on you regardless, no matter how calm you are. They might try that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm just being honest, respectfully. So, but what I am saying is that being calm can increase your aura, right? What do women go for? They go for the chill, calm confidence. I'm going to repeat that. They go for the chill, calm confidence. If you're truly confident, you don't have to go yell it and go bark it to the world, right? Women like calm confidence. You walk in the room, the energy just naturally shows. You see what I'm saying? Not no, hey guys, look at me. I do this and that, right? Which one seems like you have more aura? You walk in a room, somebody comes up to you, yo, bro, I seen you on this like TV show, bro. You did your thing. Or you walking in the room saying, hey guys, I did this TV show and I'm not saying you can't talk about yourself and speak about yourself, but which one looks like you're increasing in aura? You see what I'm saying? Now, if somebody asks you a question about it, cool. But if nobody asks you about it, you could still bring it up. Don't get me wrong, but it's about how you bring it up. If you just walk in the room and you're trying to brag to everybody that you was on a TV show, is that increasing your aura? Or if you do option B, you don't say anything about it, a person comes up to you and says, yo, bro, you was on that show. Then you start discussing it. Which one seems like you gained more aura, increased more aura, option A or option B? Option B. Because option B, it was more what? It was more natural. And that falls into the next step. Maybe not step, but this falls into the next one. Another thing too to increase your aura, bro, is by being natural. Being natural, right? A lot of people look at Duke Dennis and a lot of people say Duke Dennis has a lot of aura, which he does. Shout out Duke Dennis, man, right? But the thing is with Duke Dennis, he's being himself as natural. A lot of people, oh, I'm trying to aura farm, or bro, I'm gonna start aura farming, bro. I'm gonna get the women, I'm gonna get the men. And you're trying to figure out why you're still not getting it. Natural. When you're watching anime and they're aura farming, it's natural, right? For an example, Sasuke is known for aura farming, but it's natural. It's natural, right? You ever listen to Molly by Playboy Cardi, and in the song, the woman is saying, yeah, she was basically saying, hey, this is a good song. Like, you're not trying too hard. She didn't say you're not trying at all, but she said, this is a good song. You're not trying too hard, right? You see what I'm saying? When you're overly trying really, really hard to just gain aura, you might look corny to people, even though you're not a corny individual, but it might give off the energy of being corny, or you're trying to do too much. You're overly doing it. It might come off as if you're overly doing it, even though you might not be trying to come off that way, right? You see what I'm saying? Another way to increase your aura, self-respect. Self-respect, bro. Learning to walk away, learning to accept. Learning to accept more of the truth. Okay, cool, shit, I don't want to be with me no more. That's something that I gotta accept. No sweat, I'm gonna continue my life. He don't want to be in my life no more. That's something that I gotta accept. No sweat, I'm gonna continue to live my life. I'm not recommending you to have an I don't care mindset. I'm recommending you to have a positive mindset. I'm recommending you to be focused on your craft, to be focused on self. A lot of times we'll be focusing on ourselves, then we get in a relationship, then it's like we start slacking. No. Did we forget how we got the relationship, how we got the money, how we got the friends, how we got these deals going on in the first place? By working on ourselves. So why would you stop now? Right? Every day you should be working on yourself in some type of way. Working on yourself, that increases your aura. Being respectful. Excuse me, let me repeat. Working on yourself increases your aura. Being silent increases your aura. Speaking when you actually need to speak instead of overly speaking increases your aura. Not bragging, that increases your aura. having manners, showing respect. These things increase your aura, right? Not overly trying too hard, but still trying. That increases your aura. Being natural, that's increasing your aura. Being yourself naturally and showing that naturally, that's increasing your aura, right? If you look at anime, they're being themselves. Why do you think you like them so much? Because they're being them. If you know this ain't how they really act, but then in episode 2 they want to act like this, but in episode 1 is how they really act, you might be like, bro, lame. He mad lame. That's not even how he really act. We seen how he really act in episode 1. So why he acting like this in episode 2? Right? You see what I'm saying, bro? So listen, bro. If you look up to people or if you get inspired by people, cool, bro. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying copy their whole flow and their whole energy. No, what I'm saying is you can study these people, and I don't know weird stuff. You can study these people positively and learn from them and maybe use some of their positive things that they use and maybe it can help you in your life, right? If you really get inspired by this person and you know this is a very confident person, maybe you could study them and watch how they move, watch how the way they speak, watch how the way they walk. Maybe those things could help you with having more confidence or whatever it is that you may be trying to get better at. And I mean this in positive ways. You see what I'm saying? It's multiple different ways to increasing your aura. And I know it's very trendy, aura farming. But aura is a real actual thing. Aura is a real thing. Right? You ever been to a basketball game? It's your first time at a basketball game. One of your favorite characters walk in and you get to see him like actually like walk in the gym. And you like, oh my gosh. You feel the energy. It's the aura. Your favorite player, they're not even trying. They just walking. They're just walking, bro. It's the energy. Anime, they really be giving out so much sauce, bro. For real. For real, bro. Everybody chilling. Then this character just comes in and walks in. All eyes on him or her. And their energy just glowing. Because aura is real. You can shoot your aura at people, literally. Naturally. Your aura gets so strong, people naturally gonna be drawn to you. They might even get obsessed with you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm giving y'all sauce, bro. For real. But look, man. I love y'all, man. There's so much more to love, always deeply. And I catch y'all from those on next one, man. Peace.